like, what are you guys talking about? Did we even read the same book? The writing was pretty, but I'm also pretty. At least something to offer. I want my 5 hours of life back. Okay, we're gonna stop. Bro, I love this artist. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Artemas, but I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I made this new song. I like the way you kiss me, and I love it. My new male favorite artist now. Nothing related to books, but I in love with this song and this other song that he made. If you think I'm pretty. Dude, I love it. I love it. I'm waiting for merch to come out. Welcome to today's video. Today's video, I'm going to be reading 1-star reviews on my favorite books. I might get hurt. Reading is like very subjective. Anyone could like whatever they want. They don't have to like everything. Like even popular books, you don't have to like it. And if it's not your cup of tea, that's okay. But Goodreads is like the known app where you could track your reading records and you could look at for new books. Like you could add friends. You could put Sarah Crowley or Haley Pham. You could add them and then you could follow them. What they're reading and what their ratings are at certain books. This is what I'm gonna use because this is where everyone uses and what they put their ratings on for certain books. So I haven't found a 5 out of 5 stars read yet, and it's March, about to be April. So I have a couple of books that are like literally my all-time favorite books. I'm going to start off with like literally infinity stars. So the first one we're going to be looking at the reviews is 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston. She is my favorite author. I feel like Ashley Poston gets me in her writing, and her writing is so magical, which I love. So we're gonna go to the reviews and then we're gonna click on the 1 star. We only have like a few. There's 543 1-star reviews on 7 Year Slip. What? And I was like, what are you guys talking about? Did we even read the same book? Okay, so we're gonna look at this first one. DNF. You did not just DNF my favorite book of all time. She said there was 0 tension. Girl, it's so cute. And it's a slow burn. It's so cute. And it's a time travel love story. Like, it's gonna take time. Okay, she said literally there's an entire chapter of them talking about food. Girl, he's a chef. What do you expect him to talk about? What? That does not make sense. That was the whole point of talking about food. Because he is like a chef and that's like his specialty. That's literally his hobby, what he does. If I'm talking to a chef, I'm expecting him to talk about food. So I could get better at being a chef also. Like, does that make sense? Oh my god. Okay, look at what this girl said. His overuse of calling her Lemon, a woman he's just met, has me grinding my teeth. Shut the fuck up, Even. His name is not Even. It's Ewan. She did not just say that. She said, I did not connect to Clementine at all. She was uninteresting. What do you mean? And because I didn't understand how her aunt's death had affected her. Did you not understand that her aunt was her love and joy? And her aunt raised her to be how she is now? Like, of course! Anyone that dies or you're close with or you love with, of course is gonna affect you. Like, what do you mean? The last thing she said was her pain was a painting. I'm done. I'm done with this review. So stupid, it's so highly rated that I am wondering whenever I read the same. Dead Romantic is better, okay? Someone said I found it lifeless. Okay, let's check with 1-star ratings with Divine Rivals. That is also infinity stars for me. And let's see what people said. Highly recommend if you like active service and words of affirmation because they write letters during the war. We're following Rowan and Iris, and you do have both of their point of views. They're both journalists, and it's a little bit of Greek mythology, and which I love because I love Greek mythology. So the writing is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's look at the 1-star reviews for Divine Rivals. I don't know how long I'm gonna last with this video because it's like so mean. Someone said the first one. Okay, so the first one that says she writes letters like I did when I was heartbroken at 13 over Minecraft. It was basically writing her it was like a little diary to her brother. When she was putting the letters under her wardrobe, she didn't think it went anywhere. She was just writing for her brother, and her brother died at the time. Iris didn't know it went to Rowan. But Rowan knew it was Iris because of her writing. Someone said world building, don't know her. Actually, you might be right on that one. It was not really much world building. But there's a thing about me, like, I can imagine anything that I read. But I know some people, they can't, so they need like the words of like how to build this scene, how to build that. But I don't know, I always like make up stuff when the authors like try to describe the world and everything. The writing was pretty, but I'm also pretty. At least what? Something to offer? Wait, I like that one. That was funny. Okay. Had no power of love. Everything in this book was on surface. Nothing really went deep. Most of the fantasy was about a typewriter. Yeah, you're right. Because, like, that's what I liked about Divine Rivals. Because, like, you got so much more of the letters. I love the writing. And, like, that was the whole point. I feel like the letters did, like, a lot for me. That's why I liked it. The enemies to lovers was non-existent. No, it was workplace rivals, actually. They worked at the same company trying to be the best journalists out there. Someone said robotic dialogue. Like, non-existent gods, question mark. Non-existent character development. Non-existent world building. Non-existent romance. What are you talking about? The romance was there. But the third book I'm going to see 1-star reviews is A Touch of Darkness. This is Hades and Persephone's love story retelling, and they're basically gods. If you really like gods, I recommend this series so much. Is Persephone's point of view, and she's in modern day. It's not in the back in the day. So we're following Persephone. She is the goddess of spring, but in the beginning of the book, she is a journalist. She couldn't use her powers at the time. Her mother never really encouraged her to be the goddess that she's supposed to be. But then she met Hades. He is the god of the underworld, and then he shows her how to be a god, and the story goes from there. And the romance and the spice. And if you really like the series, there is separate books with Hades' point of view, but I'm pretty sure it's the same timeline. This one has a lot more 1-star reviews. This was basically an unedited, underdeveloped Greek mythology smut. You're right on that, but I like the writing. It was just terrible in every aspect, and I never understood how even it was published in the first place. Insta love, check. Cringy dialogue, check. Really dry plot, check. Oh, this one seems interesting. She DNFs 73%. I want my 5 hours of life back. Literally nothing happens plot-wise in so many pages except for petty arguments. Had a lot of darlings from Hades. It reads like a fan fiction. Wow. 1.5, a trashy novel to read when you're anxious or on a rainy day. Whatever that means. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. The next one is Powerless. Actually, I gave this a really high 4-star, 4.75. It was so close of getting a 5 stars, but the beginning first 100 pages were so slow. Really close to being Hunger Games, like kind of like a copy and paste, but I love the Hunger Games. So, and the tension with Kai and Peyton, the tension, dude, that is like the most tension I experienced reading before. Kai is wonderful. The witty comebacks, that was my only take, and it didn't make me cry. Usually 5 out of 5 stars or 6 out of 5 stars. For me, I have to be able to have cry and have emotional something going on. Oh yeah, let's read what the 1-star reviews are. Okay. Do you ever have a feeling while reading a book that this is too hard to being something it isn't? People are saying it is a replica of the Hunger Games. A lot of people said that, and yes, I agree. I feel like the tension with Peyton and Kai is so much better than Katniss and Peeta. Make it cheap and bland AliExpress version. Wow. It consists of recycled scenes jam-packed with tropes that the author was unable to mold to enhance and improve the storyline with. Someone said, how do you persuade readers to want to continue a trilogy when they aren't that attached to the protagonist in the first place? Whatever, next one. Someone said I have read fanfics written by 12-year-olds on Wattpad with a better plot than this. I'm gonna report this comment. I'm just playing. Okay, people really go off. Oh, okay. This review is going into detail why she gave it a 1.5. This book is very unoriginal, and this is what I need to tell you why. She wrote like a whole list. So we have like the selection, wrote down like the different color dresses, all of the scenes when they're eating food, the queen likes the dances, the balls. That's very similar to the selection. Another thing that's very similar to Powerless is the Red Queen. Laura Roberts' TikTok, she mentioned that she was very inspired with Red Queen. Has good points, but I still loved it, and I had loved the tension and loved the characters. Someone said if I wanted to read Hunger Games, I would have just picked that up. Someone said I finished it. That's the nicest thing I could say about this book. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is When in Rome by Sarah Adams. Love this book. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. It's very cheesy, little rom-coms, small town. Amelia Rose, she is a pop star, and then she wanted to escape with the whole pop star life. Heavily inspired by Roman Holiday by the Audrey Hepburn film, and if you are talking about Audrey Hepburn, or if there's a book about Audrey Hepburn, I am reading it. I love Audrey Hepburn, but the closest Rome to her, she can't go all the way to Italy, is Rome, Kentucky. So she's driving all the way over there. Her car breaks down and she's landing in a small town. And up here, Noah Walker. He is a small town grumpy baker guy. So let's read the 1-star reviews. The first comment, it says, I paid $18 for this in airports and I regret it. So basic. Is there even a story here? I'm not sure. It's basically just 308 pages of inner monologue with characters constantly whining how they can't be together. That's it. That's the plot. The way I kept cringing the entire time. Oh my god, this is so badly written and cliche. Someone said, oh shut up, I hate everyone in this book except Mabel. They are so Lorelai, Gilmore, and Luke. Exactly. That is exactly why I love this book. Loved Lorelai and Luke together. They're so quick-witted. They literally complement each other. Someone said only thing shittier than Amelia's pancakes was her personality. That is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. So if you need to find me, I'm probably at Barnes & Noble's. Bye!